Well, you know me when you see me, 'cause my door's painted white, with my siren a-screaming and my flashing red lights. I work all day and I work all night, just to keep in law and order, trying to do what's right. If I write you out a ticket, then you better drive slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol.
Alright, hey guys, got some progress on the Dodge Monaco. Just a quick vid. I've got the chassis all painted, apart from some weathering, which I'll just do a slight weathering, just driven daily kind of thing. I've also got the engine in there, and I had to bridge the gap between the headers and the rest of the exhaust system. That was just done with some styrene rod. Got the gas tank magnetized, so it's easy to change the battery later on. As you can see, I've got two little magnets down there, and I've got like a little rod grooved into the plastic there, and a little lip, plastic lip to keep it in place. So it just sits in there, nice and tight. Not, that ain't coming off unless you want it to. I lowered it slightly, just thought it looked a little bit meaner. What else? I cut off, there was the kit gives you two options for the front, where they're basically just like plastic little nubs that stick out, and it gives you an option of a lower version or a higher version. So there was a little piece of plastic out here with little holes through it, so I shaved all those off and just blended it in with this piece. So pretty happy with that, how that turned out. I still need to put a decal on the oil filter. The kit didn't come with one, and you can see it when you look underneath, so I'll probably do that. I had to excuse me, I had to raise the engine, or well, the transmission, I guess. As you can see, you might be able to see it here, but there's kind of like a block in there, like in that area. That's how far I needed to raise it, because it was just sitting, it wasn't sitting, like, I know it's on a little bit of an angle, but it's kind of sitting like that. And I suppose in normal conditions you probably wouldn't realise it, but because I got the air filter sticking out of the hood, it just looked ridiculous. It was pushing it way too far back on the hood. Like, well, you can see it here. That position of the hole looks about right to me, but with the engine pushed back, it threw everything back. The hole would have been back here. It just didn't look right. So I figured that I just raised the back of the transmission up so that it tilts it forward, because I couldn't really bring the engine forward anymore. It was pretty much as far as I could go because of the fan belts and the radiator and everything. So I figured that was sort of the easiest and most viable option. I mean, if you look at it at a certain angle, it looks kind of a little bit silly because the transmission doesn't match up with the axle, but I prefer the engine, the top of the hood to look right than underneath, because that's what you're going to see most. But anyway, enough of that crap. What else we got here? That's pretty much it for underneath. I'm possibly going to add the fuel lines and brake lines, but I'll see how I go with that. Do some other things first and see what starts talking to me. Flipping it over, as you can see, obviously the engine's in there. I still need to paint, black or something in here, just so you don't see it. Well, you're not going to see it anyway, but just so it looks better. Got the radiator in, basically all the hoses. Just flip it around for you. We've got the radiator hose, which if you've seen my previous vids, I just use a hair tie, which I think is a good texture, good scale. I've been using it for a while now and I seem to like it. Got the overflow here, got battery all wired up, the washer bottle, which I painted so it looked like there was some fluid in there, which I think turned out pretty cool. Yeah, we've got the wire from the washer bottle, which will go up to, when I put the firewall in, it'll sort of go up, well, both wires will sort of disappear behind the firewall. That's why they're sort of long as they are now. So once I put the firewall in, I'll trim them down. We've got the heater hoses, ready to be put into the firewall also. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do here. Like I said, if I run the fuel lines, then yeah, I'll run them. But obviously I've got to put the carbs and the things on it. Just grab them, show you what they look like. So it's basically going to sit like that. Whoop, where am I? All like that. Yeah, so I might run the fuel line into there. I think it'll look a bit more finished off, I guess. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for that. The other thing I've been working on is the interior. And like I mentioned before, I'm going for a tan interior. I've ordered some tan flocking for the carpet, but it hasn't arrived yet. I'm not sure when it's going to arrive. Hopefully not too long. So yeah, I've got all that set up. Still need to do the seatbelts. We've got the dash. Still needs to be detail painted. It's just basically just a base coat. It looks kind of weird, the clearance that they have going by these notches where it's supposed to sit. I mean, I don't know how they're going to fit in there, but just roughly get it in place. There isn't much leg room in there. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but it looks a bit weird. And I've worked on this sort of separation cage, I call it, I don't know, screen, whatever it is. It's supposed to be like bulletproof or steel, whatever it is, material on the bottom so they don't get stabbed, and of course mesh on top so they can still see through. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that like a steel looking colour or aluminium looking colour, or I might sort of paint it black but make the cage, sort of dry brush the cage aluminium. Not sure yet, still feeling around with it. But yeah, that's the progress so far. Still got the firewall to do as well, which I sort of started painting, but I'm not sure if I'm going to sort of drill holes out and put my own wires in there on top of those. I think it'll look better, but yeah, I'm not sure yet. Still thinking about that one. But yeah, that's it really. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to paint this. I painted it white, but I don't know, it kind of looked a bit weird. Well, still going to be white, but it was like a bright white, and I don't know. I've got another colour which is from a Ferrari. It's white, but it's kind of an off-white, sort of got a bit of a yellow tinge to it. I think I might use that. It might look a bit more better. More better. That's good English. I think it'll look better. So yeah, so I've started sanding it back again, and I've cut through a few areas, but it doesn't matter. Just going to recoat it anyway. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that painted tomorrow, and then I can put some clear on it and start doing some of the body stuff, the bare metal foil, and put the antennas on and whatever else. So hopefully like maybe about a week should be finished, I hope. And actually just a rough thing of my decals that I've printed out. It's sort of what I'm looking at, something like that. I thinking I might take the star off though and just have it police written on the bottom. I don't know. It's kind of a custom, similar to the Victorian police style, but kind of my own take on it, I guess. Alright, I've blabbered on long enough. Well, that's it. I'll let you guys go and I'll catch you later.
Do you have any idea how fast you were going?